Hey everybody, this is Dion and welcome to my channel. Today we are checking out the Nintendo Direct. So, 8th of February 2023. Very curious. By the environment of it, it kinda, yeah, I was about to say Pikmin. This game, I mean, I just had an experience with, excuse me. Hello. Right, with Pikmin 3. Which was also on the Wii U if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the game is just phenomenal. It's very atmospheric. If you want something to, like, you're very chilled out, and I really like the missions. I like the fact that I'm in nature with these creatures. And it's kind of funny as well. As of the moment that I'm recording this right now, I have recorded the demo on the Nintendo Switch, but you haven't seen it yet because it's waiting for the right time to put on schedule. So that's how I know. It practically looks the same. I can say, well, maybe it looks just slightly a little better, but I mean, graphically speaking, it could have been just the same. You could have just given me more stuff to do. I would have been happy with it. Actually, I enjoyed playing it so much that I wanted to play or find out, play it from the first one that got available. So I'm waiting for Nintendo to give me a legal way to actually play that game, I'm saying this because Nintendo is very hands-on with their IPs and, well, they don't tolerate piracy, but that's the route that people will turn to, in order to still play some classic games that are not available on Switch Online as of this moment, excuse me. I'm eating Morks today. So I was so positively impressed that I wanted to play the previous ones. Okay, I've seen some differences with bosses and whatnot, but yeah, this one's good. This one looks good. Come on. I know it's not a franchise that people will go. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have the same power as a Super Mario game. But then again, you cannot compare everything to Super Mario. Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi.
Mr. Shinya Takahashi. Hello.
That was the latest trailer for Pikmin 4. A dog-like creature was spotted.
Yeah, well, this is new, right? The dog.
Will it show us? Please look forward to more information in the future.
Huh.
Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
I like that. A new jewel-loving hero. What's that?
Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass DLC.
Huh.
Say hello to Masha, the newest.
Now I've seen stuff about this game before. Don't get me wrong. Even since like the Wii U, I think it was available for the 3DS. I think a game from this franchise, and I felt so like I see these videos, like these presentations, and I feel so curious to play them, and I haven't played them ever.
And set your sights on the final stage. You might also get special in-game outfits as a reward. And coming in Volume 4 later this year.
Tell me why! Is this really what you want?
I don't know how many games there were already available for the Nintendo Switch. I know there's at least one or two, or the second one is like
The
the
Xenoblade Chronicles 3
yeah.
expansion pass for
Like
the
it's
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game
it's like
launches on the Nintendo
expanding
Switch system
or
February
DLCs.
15th.
Okay, good.
Shake it, amigo.
Vamos, amigo. Oh, I pressed something. Sorry.
Grab your Joy-Con controllers and gently shake them like maracas to match the targets during the song.
Oh, this is good. Okay.
Follow the instructions on screen to pose and dance.
I kind of tilt my head all the way to the right.
So stay on your toes.
I don't know, but it looked like one of those characters that are available like from Sega or from those Monkey Ball games. Am I mistaken? I just read about those games. I've seen videos about those games. I have never played them. Come on.
Compete online in World Party. Those with the lowest scores in each round will be eliminated. Keep the beat and aim for first
Keep the beat.
place. 40 songs are included, spanning a multitude of genres from around the world. So grab those controllers and get shaken when Samba de Amigo Party Central.
Yeah, from Sega. Yeah, it was exactly what I was thinking. Okay, hey, you know, that's kind of nice. That's nice. Excuse me.
Passion for fashion? Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up
What?
and express
Fashion Dreamer.
yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And you're in luck. Tons of people are seeking the latest trends.
Don't get me wrong, like I recognize
Give them
a
a like
game.
if you dig their style.
God, I'm not remembering right now what it's called, but
Suggest new outfits for them to grow as
there
an
were
influencer.
like a few games for the Nintendo DS and 3DS that were like
Now
with
it's
this
time
theme.
for fashion design.
Oh man, I cannot
Choose from
remember the
over
name, but
1,000
anyways,
design options.
graphically speaking
Then add
and
a personal
the
touch to
songs
give your item
also.
a final flourish.
I mean, it looks better here because it's on the Switch, but
you can get the items other people are
and
wearing by
usually,
liking them.
you know, the target audience are like young females or females,
and
but
match your
I
favorites to
looked at it
create
and I
new
thought,
looks.
it's not really my thing, but
By connecting online, you can
I don't know
expand
why,
your
with the
friend
music,
circle
like,
and
really
grow your brand.
let me felt like, okay, now I can calm down. It
Got
felt
an
nice.
eye for fashion? Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but I'm
this
guessing
year.
it's not even the same studios or the same, you know.
Delve into these dark worlds.
What do you mean, Dark Worlds?
Dracula's Castle Beckons in its new paid DLC for the roguelite action platformer Dead Cells.
Dead Cells returns to Castlevania,
Adventure
so
through the castle's
Castlevania
hellish
stuff
halls
for
and outskirts
game that
alongside
exists.
Richter Belmont and Alucard, leading up to a showdown with Death and Dracula himself. Wield the Vampire Killer and other iconic weapons as you beg
I like the
his
graphics though. I like that they're
combat. 12
people don't
original
feel ashamed to
songs
make
from the Castlevania series accompany
games in
during
this
your
language,
quest.
like a
Dead
16-bit
Cells
era.
return
You know,
to
with
Castlevania,
maybe slightly
sinking its
more
teeth
fluid
into Nintendo Switch March
animation
6th.
style.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay.
Enter a new grid in this narrative puzzle adventure
Tron.
set within the Tron universe. Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve what was lost. as you
Dangerous
navigate through a
truths.
perilous world. Your decisions and the alliances you forge will impact your journey and the entire server. Tron Identity launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April.
So it's a timed exclusive for the Switch? What is this?
Wait, is that? Well, that can't be good. The time-bending murder mystery
Ghost Trick Phantom
returns
Detective.
in HD. After kicking the bucket and becoming a ghost, you can possess and control objects. With your powers, you can even help others, like this woman, and change any ill-fated...
I don't want to be too judgmental here, and maybe it doesn't have anything to
Ghost
do with
Trick,
it, but
Phantom
just
Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo
from the scaling
Switch
of
this
the
summer.
characters and the graphics, I'm left to think, was that
Two
previously on the
connected
Nintendo DS, or
One
does it have anything to do
suspenseful
with it?
thriller.
2 worlds, huh? Super Flop. Okay. Whoa.
ついに来たな。ここがポリスセンター。
What languages are they speaking? Japanese? I like the song though. I don't recognize the franchise, but I really like what I'm witnessing right now.
この事件のパズルを解き明かす。まだ30分も経ってないよ。そもそもこの事件には最初から違和感があった。
Investigations? So what?
お前だ。警察だ。おとなしくしろ。武力兵器の使用はデカバングルにかざして申請。
So do you play like an action game, RPG, some hack and slash? No? More RPG style.
ハーバードがカラフル猫ちゃんになってる。何があった？誰かがデータに置き換えたんだ。警察のシステムに潜入しプログラムを書き換えた。それって完全に犯罪だろ。これが犯罪だ。この狂った。
Interesting though. Get rid of the last one of these pigs lining their own pockets. Okay. Okay. Kinda curious for that one. The young witch and the ferocious demon.
Experience Bayonetta's origins as a young witch named Cereza.
Bayonetta origins.
Seeking the power to rescue her imprisoned mother.
Is the game gonna be like that? It looks like
ruled by fairies.
they're painting like in real time, which is an interesting. Yeah, it is. Interesting art direction.
There, she'll encounter the otherworldly demon Cheshire. You'll control both witch and demon at the same time. Harness Cereza's
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well.
ferocity to travel through this mysterious.
This is beautiful. This is.
They'll need to work together in battle as well.
I like how everything looks like a painting.
Magically binding enemies.
Also, this is a pretty big risk coming off of 3 successful games, you know. And in terms of style and language, it has nothing to do with this one. So I'm guessing right away you're gonna have people like, oh, you turn it into this game, it has nothing to do with Bayonetta. But give it a chance.
More powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
No battery, please charge.
Oh, excuse me.
And the Lost Demon
Wait a minute.
onto the Nintendo Switch system March 17th.
Bayonetta and the Lost Demon. So,
on Nintendo eShop.
am I supposed to take it as a sequel or prequel, if you may? Or is it a collaboration more with 2 different genres or 2 different entities? Alright, Splatoon 3. What are they announcing? More stuff? More DLC? An expansion pass? As of this recording here, folks, you have not... What? Oh man, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, expansion pass.
Introducing the Splatoon 3 expansion pass. This
Already?
DLC includes 2 waves of content.
We're already
First
having an
wave
expansion pass. This is crazy.
Inkopolis. Make this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon game your stomping grounds.
Well, people, as of this recording right here, I've been recording a lot of Splatoon, the Splatoon series, and I wanted to start off like from Splatoon 1, 2, and finish off with the 3rd one. But the one that I played the most this far is Splatoon 2, because I had a bunch of friends online that were like, hey, you know, we know you have this game, you want to play online with us, so I went. I didn't even like went through the story side of it, you know, to explain how you played. Like they were explaining this to me, and it was fun. You know, it was a different experience.
The Sisters will also perform here during Splatfests.
And don't take this the wrong way. I really don't feel a difference, even coming from the Wii U. I mean, that is, you know, where this franchise originated
First
from.
wave of this paid DLC launches this spring.
Some people actually debate, like, couldn't you just, instead of giving us a sequel, couldn't you just give more DLC or expand the game, the same game? Since I haven't played it, all of the 3 games, I do not want to share the same opinion just yet, but we will see. Okay, this has a very interesting art direction. So is it still Splatoon though? It feels like a Splatoon character. Like it has the squid lines on here and whatnot. What's this? Site order. Now this looks very like I like it when companies take risks and try to do something very different. Keep in mind there are also people that are going to say always give you hell because they want everything to stay the same, right?
Launches this spring.
So wave 1 and wave 2, please.
In the future.
I was about to say don't do something like you did with Mario Kart though. Is it?
The Splatoon 3 expansion pass will be available later today.
Okay, you can buy it separately
eShop.
on. Okay, you can buy it separately on the eShop. That is good. I like that you give people options.
Splatoon 3 since its launch. Thank you all very much. We hope players will be able to enjoy the game even more with the upcoming paid expansion pass. Please look forward to more information about Splatoon 3 in the future. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh,
Adventure
okay.
awaits Mickey and
Wait a minute.
friends on
Was this a
Illusion
game that
Island.
was featured like
Mickey
some
Mouse,
time ago
Minnie
that it was
Donald Duck,
Nintendo Switch exclusive,
Goofy.
or is this something else?
Embark on a new adventure to find 3 magical books.
Like previously,
and
I
save
was
the
saying
mysterious
it's good that
island of
companies take
Monarch.
risks and they change stuff. But really,
Run,
when I see
Jump,
these
and
classic
swing
Disney
to
characters,
explore
and
every nook and
even if
cranny
it
of the
wasn't Walt
island.
Disney, like I expect them to like at
unlocking
least
special
be
abilities,
faithful to the
you can
original
reach new
designs.
places
And I
and
know
find
that these
secret
cartoons
areas.
change like from the 40s to the 50s
Cross
to the more
large
modern
chasms
eras,
with boost
whatnot. But
jump.
I really enjoyed
Round-pound
the more
barriers to open new
roundish
spaces.
designs.
And glide
Like
through
this
the air
seems
to
more
reach
like
distant
a
platforms
like
and
somebody
hidden areas. Each character's personality
made a quick
shines through in their
sketch of
actions.
it.
Up to 4 pals locally can brave the island. Share a hug for extra
It seems
help.
like a fun game.
Play leapfrog for larger jumps.
However,
Or drop
I'm
a rope
already
to lend a hand.
somehow
together
expecting
to
people to
save
say,
money,
well,
and you might
it's a side
discover new
scroller,
paths.
therefore it diminishes its
exploring the
value
island,
immediately.
you'll meet
No, please
unusual
don't do
allies
that.
and dangerous foes.
You know, don't
Study their movements
don't
carefully to
shame
figure out the secrets to
a
victory.
particular style of gaming.
Join Mickey and friends on a high-flying adventure in Disney Illusion
Island. Okay.
Swinging onto Nintendo Switch July 28th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo
Okay,
eShop.
so summertime.
More emblems are on the way.
What do you mean?
New emblems are coming to future waves of the Fire Emblem Engage Expansion Pass
Engage.
DLC. Wave 2 includes Hector, Emblem of Strength.
So this is a
Raise
different
defense and
Fire
unleash
Emblem. Okay, wait.
counterattacks.
Is this this is a different Fire Emblem game that
Soren,
they
Emblem of
talked about
Acumen.
before, I presume?
Cast magic spells over a wide area.
Well, yeah, it is.
Camilla, Emblem of Revelation. Modify the terrain to hinder enemies. Wave 3 includes Crom and Robin.
Well, this is what
Emblem of
happens if
Bonds.
you know just
Overwhelm
read about
foes
stuff
with
or see the
sword and
videos,
magic
but
attacks.
you haven't actually played these games. So if I
Emblem of
did,
Heroes.
I would have known immediately. There's
Summon
also
additional allies
besides
to
Mario
fight for
Kart,
your
this
cause.
franchise of games.
Challenge newly added
The
missions
franchise
to
of this
recruit
game
these
is
new
also
emblems.
heavily featured on the mobile side of Nintendo.
And
There's
in
always
Wave 4,
videos on
a
a
new
YouTube
story
account that's called Nintendo
Xenoblade
Mobile,
will
so
be
they
unlocked.
post very heavily, like this game and Mario Kart.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
Who is it that's putting your world
There
in
was
danger now?
a Super Mario game on there, but I haven't seen anything like since it got released a couple of
Wave 2
years
of
back.
the Fire Emblem Engage
Okay, so
expansion
this one,
pass
yeah,
for the Fire Emblem Engage
you can
game
see that from the
launches on
aspect ratio.
Nintendo
It's
Switch
for the
system
Nintendo Switch, but
later
okay.
Today.
How many Fire Emblem games are there on the Switch? Like 2, 3?
Take control
Of your
your
destiny.
destiny.
Okay.
This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity hangs
Interesting.
in the balance.
I really like
In this
the...
narrative adventure, harness your divine gift of
Huh,
clairvoyance.
okay, I was not expecting... I was about to say, I
travel
really
between
like the
worlds.
design choice. It
See the
like,
future.
it makes you
and
think
decide
you're watching
humanity's fate.
an animation or a
Many branching
cartoon.
story paths, along
very
with
good
a
one.
riveting soundtrack by Celeste composer Lena Raine, set the stage.
So
for
you
your
play like
journey.
that, like it's like a
Eventually,
novel?
You'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like bond, power, or chaos to change the story's outcome. To which destiny do you aspire? Harmony, The Fall of Reverie. Launches
So-
first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this June.
I was not expecting that musical side of it though. That
These
really
games will
interests
have
me.
you rolling.
Find your role. What is this? Oh, okay.
Traveler 2
Octopath
is
Traveler.
just around
I
the
remember
corner.
when the first like clips or
After today's
images
Nintendo
came
Direct,
out of
a
this
demo
game. I thought,
containing the game's opening
okay,
hours will be available
they're
on
really
Nintendo
speaking to
eShop.
me right now. They're really, you know, going all 16-bit-ish, stylish.
Which path will
But
you
it
take
looks so
first?
good. It looks so well
Who will your
done.
allies
And
be?
I never
And
played
where
it. Can you
will your
believe it? I
journey
never
lead
played it.
you? Venture through a brand new world in Octopath Traveler 2, launching on Nintendo Switch February 24th.
Okay.
Keep it rolling. Run around.
The game
and
looks
collect
beautiful.
oodles of objects
I
in this
recognize this
remaster of
like
We
from
Love
the
Katamari.
PlayStation 2 or the Wii days. Those
Roller
characters?
classroom, a zoo, and space? New features include playing as the young king of all cosmos in 5 new challenges.
King of all cosmos. That's
and
a lot to
taking
take in.
photos with a selfie camera. We Love Katamari REROLL plus Royal Reverie comes to Nintendo Switch June 2nd. In addition, active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damashi REROLL. Combine
Seems
the
like a fun
powers
game.
of the
I have
sun
not
and
played
moon
that one
to
yet.
fend off evil in this turn-based RPG.
Huh.
Freely traverse a breathtaking world. Meet characters from all walks
There seems
of
to be
life
quite a few
and devastate foes with timed attacks
16-bit
in
era.
Complement
games
your
or
journey with
RPGs
enchanting
inspired.
melodies and retro-inspired
Nothing wrong with
tunes
that.
from
I
the
really
renowned
like that.
Yasunori Mitsuda, a guest composer
I just
for the game.
the thing that I don't want to
Sea of
happen
Stars
is
sails
to
onto Nintendo Switch August 29th.
like everybody like
A
copying
free
each
demo
other
will
and
launch
then
later today on Nintendo eShop.
you know it kind of saturates.
Duke it
I
out
don't say
in
that
this
that is the
free-to-play
case this far,
online
but
multiplayer showdown.
what is this?
Form 2 teams of
Omega
3
Strikers.
and challenge others to lightning-fast battles, air hockey style.
You know, sometimes these
Use
very
striker
simple
skills to
games they
dominate each
kind of
match.
like
Change the course
maybe they are the
trajectory
ones
from
that you
afar.
spend more time
Block
playing
areas to
actually
gain the
because
advantage.
everybody understands what it is
Or
that you need
knock
to do, and
opponents
it's
out
just
of the
simple
arena
to
with
play. But here they're
explosive moves.
changing some of
Omega
the
Strikers
mechanics,
slides onto
I
Nintendo
presume.
Switch
Otherwise, it
April
would have just
27th.
well, it's the
Pre-orders
same
for
game.
this
It's just
free-to-play game
with a bunch
begin
of characters
today
that
on
we
Nintendo
made.
eShop. Dive back into the
The
sprawling
labyrinth beacons.
A collection of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is coming to Nintendo
Collection of
Switch,
3
remastered
games
in HD.
from Sega. Okay.
Many treasures lie deep within a massive labyrinth. Its paths are intertwined, and vicious monsters lurk in the shadows. A blank map is your only guide.
So from what
By drawing the map
era
as you
are these
explore,
games?
You can progress even further.
The originals.
Venture into the labyrinth with 5 adventurers. As the guild leader, you'll assign them roles, like the ally defending protector or the ultra-fast dark hunter. But be warned, every adventure is fraught with danger. Should you fall in battle, you can change your team and learn new skills to strengthen your party before
Music-wise,
challenging
it
the
reminds me of the
labyrinth again.
90s. But I really don't know. I really don't know.
Illustrations are included. Plus, take advantage of new difficulty options and a new auto mapping function for smoother exploration. Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection launches on Nintendo Switch June 1st. Each game in the collection will also be available separately on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, well that's
Pre-orders
nice.
begin
Give people
today
options.
on Nintendo eShop.
Okay. What is this?
Your
Get your
tactical
skills ready.
Calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away. Join Andy, Max, Sammy, and more in 2 full story campaigns, each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical action. Flex your strategic
So is this
muscles
the
across a
famous game that
multitude of
everybody
modes.
wanted to see, but they
Design
held
your
back
own
because,
maps and share them with friends.
unfortunately,
Plus, go head-to-head
war
in local and online play.
happened
Advance Wars
between
1+2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo Switch April
Russia
21st.
and Ukraine.
Pre-orders begin today
1
on
and 2.
Nintendo eShop.
Is this the game or is this something else? Because I recognize those, like the tanks and the characters and whatnot. Like, I'm
A
not
new
sure. I
story
might be
will
making a fool of
unfold
myself
in
right
the
now.
Kirby's
Whoa, yeah,
Return
Kirby.
to Dreamland Deluxe game. Magolor, the interdimensional traveler.
Is this
from
a
the main
remaster
adventure,
from
has
a
lost
game
its
from the
powers
Nintendo
and
Wii
must
or
escape
the
realm
DS or
between
3DS?
dimensions.
Okay, so there are already with this
All
one
you
like
can do
3
now
to
is a
4
basic
Kirby
attack and
games on
jump.
the same system, which is very good. Very
To
good,
regain
Nintendo.
Magolor's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced. Improve Magolor's levitation or increase his attack range. The order in which you restore his powers is up to you.
Kind of makes me wonder,
There are over
is
20
Nintendo finally going to
interdimensional
bring
stages to
like
explore.
stuff like the GameCube, the Nintendo Wii? Because like everything besides, you know, Star Fox
4 players
is
on the
already
same
ported as
system
an
can venture
expanded or
through this
deluxe version on
mysterious
the
realm
Switch.
together.
So you got one Zelda game which is
Can
remastered
Magolor
from the
restore his
Wii
powers
days, you know,
and
from the
safely
Nintendo
return
Wii.
to his world?
Is Nintendo gonna
can
add up
access
like
this new
that
epilogue
platform
after
to
clearing
the
story mode.
Nintendo Switch Online service anytime? I don't know, what are they thinking?
After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop.
You know, the games that I
Up
was
to 4
mentioning, like
players can
the
play a specially arranged demo with
approximately
select
4
stages and
games.
sub-games.
You know, yes, you still have
Kirby's
on the
Return to
NES
Dreamland
and the
Deluxe
Super
launches
Nintendo,
on the Nintendo Switch system February
platforms
24th.
that you have on the
Pre-orders
Nintendo
are
Switch
available
Online. Now,
now
I was
on
not
Nintendo
counting
eShop.
those because there are more over there.
We hope you're looking forward to the new story in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Next, here's some news about Nintendo Switch Online. Please take a look.
Okay,
at
finally,
this.
they heard me. Oh God, what are you gonna do? Yes, finally, come on. Oh man, this is so iconic.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online. On Nintendo Switch,
Game
you
Boy
can play
Color?
these games anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day.
So,
Let's introduce the games that will
so
be available at
Game Boy
launch.
to Game Boy Color, you can play
Tetris.
For those that
Arrange the
have
falling
the,
tetraminos and aim for a high score.
not the expansion.
Super
though.
Mario Land 2.
Oh man, I
6
still
golden
have this
coins.
game.
Reclaim the castle that Wario stole from you.
Oh man, I had that
The
game.
Legend
I
of
have it.
Zelda, Link's Awakening DX. Awaken the Windfish to escape Koholint Island. Gargoyle's Quest.
So the DX
Save
meant
the
that
Ghoul Realm
you
as
could
Firebrand
play
from
it
the
on the
Ghost
Game
and
Boy
Goblin
Color and you
series.
had color on it? Was that
Game
it?
& Watch Gallery 3. Play an assortment of Game & Watch titles. Alone in the Dark. The New Nightmare. Solve a murder mystery.
I
on
played
the
the demo of this
supernatural
game like
Shadow
on
Island.
my computer.
Metroid 2.
I
Return
never
of
knew that
Samus.
it had a
Destroy
Game Boy
the
port.
Metroids hiding on planet
Okay.
XR 388.
Open up the game with the Metroid franchise.
Wario Land 3.
Wario Land. Oh
Traverse
man,
a
I
world
played the
that
hell out of
changes
it.
between day and night based on your actions. Kirby's Dream Land.
This was the last
Work
game
in
that
villains,
my
spit
mother
out
bought me
enemies, and
for the Game
Kirby's
Boy.
debut title.
I still have it.
You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters. Up to 2 players can play compatible games
that's
together
nice.
locally or online. More games will be added in the future.
Interesting, though. Okay, well, my little brother had the exact same model, like 20 years ago, 20-something years
Game Boy
ago.
Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Yeah, sure, it had to be the expansion pack.
Here are the
Why,
games
though?
that you can play at launch.
Oh!
Super Mario Advance 4.
Which
Super Mario
is
Brothers
arguably
3. Play
the
38
best
extra
version of
levels
that
from the
game,
Nintendo
and
e-reader
I was a
accessory.
proud owner of Super Mario All-Stars for the
WarioWare
Super
Mega Micro
Nintendo. Come on.
Games. Experience the origins of the lightning fast
Why
micro
is
games.
it? Why is this on the expansion thingy, though?
Koru Koru Korurin. Guide the spinning stick to the goal without hitting
You know, I'm not
obstacles.
really complaining, but you could have put this on the normal.
Mario Kart Super Circuit. Race in the first Mario
that
Kart
is
game
nice.
created for a portable
Come
system.
on. Like, you
Mario
could have
and
put
Luigi
Nintendo
Superstar
DS
Saga.
on here instead of the
Venture
Game Boy
through a
Advance.
zany world and
I'm
fight with equally
thinking.
zany attacks.
So, okay, you don't want to play
The
all your
Legend of
cards
Zelda,
right,
the Minish
like
Cap.
at the same
Shrink to
time. You
miniature
wanna
size
like
and dive
play
into
them
a big
slowly.
adventure. Local and online play is supported for compatible games.
This is
and
a
up to
very
4
nice
players
touch, you
can
know.
play together.
If there's no lag, if everything works fine, which is it enhances the original experience, I think.
More games will be added to this library as
F-Zero,
well.
you know, whoa, F-Zero, come on. F-Zero.
After
We haven't
this
seen a new
presentation,
F-Zero
you can
game in
play these
ages.
Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or
Okay.
play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
Okay.
Select Game Boy titles will be playable on Nintendo Switch. And after today's Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to play the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles we introduced.
Okay,
Please look
just
forward to
like
more
that, just right
information
now.
about Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack in the future. Let's see a few more headlines.
The original Metroid Prime game is
Oh,
remastered on Nintendo
wait,
Switch.
is this the game that came out for the GameCube that had killer graphics and played amazing? Like I've never played it, but I saw so many a lot of footage from this game. It was beautiful. Like the game is like 21 years old, right at this point, I think. People were speculating that the collection that came for the Wii, like 3 games within one collection would have been released and remastered on the Switch. That rumor has been going on. Okay, it looks very good though. Interesting that they choose to release a new game first, a side scroller, and then this. Ooh.
The first Metroid Prime game, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Explore Talon 4 from the perspective of Samus Aran. But beware, there's more to this alien planet than meets the eye.
Huh.
Visors are the key to your adventure. They'll help you discover info and clues on how to progress.
This is nice. This is really nice. Don't like thinking that this is a
Depending
Nintendo
on the
IP.
situation,
You know,
a certain visor may be required.
we need
When
more of these
hostile
kind of games to
creatures
bring
attack,
more
keep them in your
variety.
sights with
Oh
the lock-on
God,
feature.
it's
Then
like
fight back
variety.
with ease.
I don't
Missions.
usually record this late. I'm
Boss
actually
and
recording
more.
very late.
This remaster adds new dual stick controls, allowing you to move around while
For those of you that own the
you can also
the
select
Wii
control
version
style
of this
that
game,
recreates the
let me know
feel of the
if they
original
actually
game,
utilize
among
the
other
Wii
control
motion
options.
controls.
Explore
Comment me
Talon
down
4
below,
with
please.
your preferred playstyle. The digital version
Oh, it looks
of
nice.
Metroid
It looks
Prime
very nice. Come on.
Launches on Nintendo eShop later today. The physical version of the game will be available in stores.
Okay, February 22nd.
22nd.
For those that want the physical, you know I want the physical. That's nice that they it's out
Put your
today.
master detective skills to the test.
That was nice,
This
Nintendo.
is
Well
the
done.
World
Well done. This far.
Detective Organization. Yuma, a trainee detective, and Shinigami, the spirit haunting him, will solve the strange incidents within Kanai Ward, a city ruthlessly controlled by Amaterasu Corporation.
Huh. Bye.
You'll investigate these incidents alongside master detectives of the organization. Each one has a supernatural ability that can prove useful during investigations. Mimic body types.
Okay,
and
it looks
voices
like
with
a
disguise.
fun game to
Detect
play.
heartbeats and whispers with audio aptitude. And witness past crime scenes with post-cognition. These abilities can be shared with Yuma,
So this is post-cognition.
so use them to get closer to cracking a case. After collecting enough evidence, a mystery labyrinth will appear.
Slash through this mystery.
Spot the inconsistencies and uncover the truth.
very compelling
Master
game.
Detective
Like
Archives Raincoat launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th.
okay, another like summer game.
Wings of the Heart take flight once more.
Wings of the Heart.
A remastered collection of both Baten Kaitos games, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, is coming to
Okay.
Nintendo Switch. After a long and peaceful era on the floating islands above
I don't
Earth,
recognize this
the
one though,
Empire's
the original.
conspiracy looms closer. As spirits dwelling within the protagonists,
Like a lot of these games,
you'll
I
stand
never
up to the
actually
Empire across
owned them or
two
played them
different eras
because
of war.
there was a time that I was not actually, you know,
During your
gaming and
travel,
stuff. So
you'll visit
I was
various
also
locales
very
and
interested
team
in when
up
I
with
saw
like-minded
these things in
allies.
stores or, you know, in times where you actually had
Battles are fought
magazines.
using
That's where
cards
you got
called
your news from.
magnets. Your
Like
attack
I was
power is
always very
determined by the
curious to know
attributes and
what the hell was
combinations of your
happening in the
cards,
video
which are
game
randomly dealt
world.
from the deck. In these real
So again, like, here's
you'll need to make split-second
collection,
decisions to edge
another
closer to
remaster from the
victory.
same generation.
What revelations will come to light in the skies
Are we
above
ever gonna have
and the lands
GameCube,
below?
Wii, DS,
Baten
3DS
Kaitos 1 and 2
added
HD
to
remaster
the Nintendo
soars
Switch
onto
Online?
Nintendo Switch this summer. Dive
a
into
new
your
fantasy?
new
Like, having
fantasy
said that,
life.
are we gonna have like arcade games, Neo Geos, stuff from Sega? How are you gonna
New fantasy life game
like? That's what we want to see. Also,
while exploring the once thriving island. You'll meet a mysterious girl. Then travel between past and present to make the island your own. Become a woodcutter.
it looks very simple, but it
angler,
looks very
cook,
well made.
blacksmith, paladin.
I don't know. This seems like the kind of game that actually not too difficult, and it kind of gives you enough of a challenge, but it leaves you relaxed. You know, like it's good to unwind. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking right
Yours to
now.
live.
Life is what you make it. Make it.
After
Okay.
1,000 years, the restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life on The Girl Who Steals Time.
The Girl Who Steals Time. I don't know. There's probably some elements there that I'm not understanding right now. Not actual game footage, but it looks very good. New World of Steam. So,
Wave 4
oh, that
is
was quick.
racing
Okay, wait for. Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna? I'm loving the waves. You know, by the
Yoshi's
way.
Island. A brand new course is zooming into Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8
A
Deluxe
new
Booster
one?
Course Pass DLC.
Oh, that is amazing, man. That's amazing.
Birdo, who originally hit the track in Mario Kart Double
Right.
Dash, is also being added to Wave
Finally, Birdo having some shine. Like from the 90s up until the early 2000s, Birdo was very much featured.
The Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game races onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring.
Spring.
Active
8
Nintendo
courses
Switch
to be
Online
released,
Plus
so they
expansion
don't
pack
want to.
Members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost.
Like it said, like
The DLC can
down
also be
below, there are
purchased on
8
its own.
courses. Like, come on, you could have said something more here. All right.
Thank you for staying with us so far. This will be our last segment. Please take a look.
Okay, oh, they saved the best for last. I wonder what the hell are they gonna... Oh no, Zelda is coming to mind. It's gotta be. Wow. Very atmospheric. This.
Rise, my
Look at the tone.
Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
Oh, beautifully done. I mean, things are getting destroyed, but beautifully done. So is it right for me to assume this is actual gameplay footage?
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Notice how far you can see. No stuttering. God, this is their premium stuff presented right here. How long have they been working on this game? Like ever since the Switch got released, I'm guessing. Tears of the Kingdom.
Please, lend him your power.
December. Oh man, you're gonna make us wait until December. I think this the only game that got
Tears of the Kingdom
announced to be like
latest
that
entry
late?
in the Legend of Zelda series. In addition to the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from
Alright,
this
still
game
shining
will
light on
also be
amiibos.
available on the same day.
They kind of moved away from this
We
after
hope
the
you are
Wii U
looking
like
forward
ceased
to Link's
production.
latest grand adventure. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Thank
That
you
was
for
pretty good,
watching.
Nintendo. Well done. Okay, look. pretty good. Oh, he actually bowed. I'm very I'm pleasantly uh-oh, let me stop that. Thanks. I'm positively impressed with this direct. Having said that, I know that I've skipped a couple of directs, and not only from Nintendo but from Xbox, from PlayStation. This is good stuff. This is pretty good stuff. So they focused more on
let's introduce the games that
like
will be available at launch.
somewhere. I saw a lot of titles that were or in summer or near summer, and just one at the end of the year. So yeah, you're gonna have new announcements as the year goes on. But I really there were some heavy hitters here, like you know the Game Boy. You think you had the Game Boy before you actually had the NES or the NES. I mean the Super Nintendo as well, right? You had the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and people were like, well, where's the library? Here's the thing. The thing that I dislike about how things have been going on is the following. They don't want to say, here are the list of games that are gonna come out. And then they turn around and say, you know, we're gonna release it as we want, as we pleased. And then they migrated to the expansion pack, and there you actually had a list or games that were expected to come in the near future. And they weren't specific, you know, oh, they're coming in such or such a date. No, the near future, and these are the games that you have right now. But that was better than the way they treated the Nintendo and Super Nintendo library. Like, there were times where games were flowing in, and then like it stopped for months, and then something comes, and then it stops. Like, keep it continuously coming, Nintendo, please. Be consistent. Since the Game Boy side of it is on, you know, at the same level as well, the cheapest part of the Nintendo Switch Online is going to have the Game Boy games as well. So how are you going to treat that? Thinking about the number of games, I have not like I have been recording secretly without you guys knowing, but I have not been publishing anything from the online part of it from the Nintendo service because first off, I actually bought, you know, I bought the mini or the classic versions of the original Nintendos, the Super Nintendo. Everybody wanted a Nintendo 64 mini, and they just said, well, you can pay for the expansion pack, bitch. Which is a shame. Like, you could have done, you know, a Nintendo 64 classic or mini. PlayStation released their own version of the PlayStation 1, so well, regardless if you enjoy the selection on there or not, you know, because it hindered the potential that there was because of the selection of games and whatnot. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is it was possible. You just don't want to do it. Come on. Please be consistent. Don't mess this up. And having said that, please give us more games for the original Nintendo and then the Super Nintendo as well. I like the additions. I like the fact that you get all of these options to navigate between the Game Boy, the Pocket, Game Boy Pocket, and Game Boy Color. Interesting that when they refer to the Game Boy family, they choose to separate the advanced one.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online.
I like the fact that you can play online. I really didn't have the experience playing with the link cable and whatnot. But I'm surprised to not. Yeah, you saw there was a Pokemon game, but I was really expecting, like, okay, you got the heavy hitters, you got the Marios, the Varios, you got Kirby. What else? The other games I really didn't know, so I didn't memorize it, but.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX.
There are a lot of other franchises that I'm thinking of that they could have put here, you know, available like in the near future.
Gargoyle's Quest. Save the Ghoul Realm as Firebrand from the Ghost
But
and
really,
Goblin series.
where is this gonna go?
Game & Watch Gallery 3.
Are you gonna put
Game & Watch titles.
platforms that were not from Nintendo? I'm thinking about Sega. I'm thinking about the TurboGrafx. I'm thinking about maybe some arcade games. What happened to the games that were called WiiWare? Ever since the demise of the Wii, for those of you that are playing legally, of course, those games were exclusively done for the Wii, and legally you cannot play them anywhere else. So is that gonna come? And I think that, I don't know, the way that they've been playing this internet presence, it seems that for one side they don't really know what they're doing. For the other side, they're like trying things out, see if it works, see if you know, they gave people what they want, but then they stop being consistent, they try something else. And I'm thinking, no, be consistent, give us a goddamn date, listen to the people, because, you know, when there was a performance issue with a certain game for the Nintendo 64, like on the Nintendo Switch Online, they listened, and it was a Kirby game. They listened, and they actually took measures to correct that. So that is good. That is very good that you do that. There was so much potential here. Please don't mess it up. Don't mess it up with you know, just not saying people, okay, we're not going to say which games are going to come out right now, but we will say which games are going to come out, you know, on the expansion pack version of it, because it's people pay extra. Please don't do that, man. Having said that, there was a lot of nice surprises with this Direct. I was not expecting Metroid stuff and the Game Boy stuff and whatnot. I was not expecting that at all. Having said that, please get... Oh, and the addition of a new track for the Wave 4 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Birdo as a character, which makes you think, like, that game has already so many characters, but really... Are there other characters, you know, that have been previously on a Mario Kart game that still aren't on there? I'm not thinking about anyone specifically, but you can comment down below if you think about somebody or something. Or are you gonna have a roster like, you know, a big ass roster like all of like having characters that are not from Nintendo? Is that a possibility, or do they want to maintain the atmosphere like, no, just games like characters that are under our umbrella? So I don't know, because if you do that, wait a minute, I'm thinking about the fighting game. I'm not remembering right now. Yes, sorry. For instance, take Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. For instance, there are characters there that are not necessarily Nintendo IPs. I remember back in the Wii days, you actually had Metal Gear Solid on there. So, will we be seeing any like crazy collaboration? Character-wise, you know, you even had a character on that game that was from Street Fighter, right? You have so many things that are not necessarily Nintendo related on as a selectable character on Super Smash Bros. Like, will you be considering doing something like that for Super Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the expansion, whatnot? You want to call it the waves, whatever. Interesting that they gave us a new track and not simply remastering old ones, which would have been fine by me. And yes, I will still criticize you because notoriously it looks more cartoonish. I'm not hating on it, but if you compare it to tracks from Mario Kart 8 from the Wii, even the Wii U, excuse me. it just tries to, even though it's cartoonish because it's Mario Kart, but things and textures appeal more to the eye. I don't know if it's more realism, even though it's still considered a cartoonish or a video game. You know, it's not Ghost of Tsushima or Cyberpunk. It's, you know, realism style. You know, you get what I'm saying. And there are tracks that were arguably looking better on the Wii, or little segments of a track that they've removed and just like, I don't know if Moo Moo Farm actually falls into that, but there's I had the experience of playing with someone on the Wii, and I played Mario Kart on the Wii. I never played it. I don't own it, and I realized, hey, this track is on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but this segment here is missing. Why? And when they ported like that level of the mall, which came from Mario Kart Wii, and it was on the expansion pack, like those stuff from those parts where you go up the escalator, that was so different, and I really like that. I pretty much prefer the Wii version, and you have those cars that kind of move and get in between your way right before you actually cross the finish line. Yeah, that was something that they actually corrected a bit, but still it feels more alive on the Wii version. You get what I mean? Like, don't cut down, don't dumb down, or visually, you know, make it look not as good as you can possibly make it. Like, give it your best. This is not some amateur that is trying to revive, you know, Wii games and bring it to the modern day era, like as a concept. Oh, I'm gonna remaster all the Mario Kart Wii tracks, and this is how it could potentially look if it went on the Switch. You have people that do that. You have people that actually do. They did what, Mario Kart 64 and a remaster of it, and it looks beautiful. And like, you, Nintendo, are not doing that. Why? It's your right not to do that, of course, but you know, we want that. And don't cut things down. And obviously, Mario Kart is the best-selling game series right now on the Nintendo Switch, and that particular game came from the Wii U. Let that sink in. So it's like, what, 9 years old right now, and it still feels fresh. It's still, yeah, they added some stuff to it, of course. I'm talking about the deluxe version, but essentially it's the same goddamn game. Like, don't hold back, give it your best. I'm gonna shut up right now because I've been recording for practically like an hour. Okay. Yeah, that was my little comment. Whatever. Comment me down below, share your thoughts, please. My name is Dion, and thank you for watching. Keep